No penalty to it. What did you get?
I got success with 7 after a inspiration roll.
Awesome. You're gonna successfully dodge again. Sam, you're being attacked. I'm rolling just crazy, by the way.
Oh, rolling crazy?
Again, I have 3 hits.
Oh my god. Success with 1.
Oof. He is going
And does the shield activate multiple times or just once?
Just once. Or if it activates, it blocks all the hits of that attack.
So that's 27. That's a success.
Sick. So he's gonna start hitting this blue orb around you. His swords are just sort of bouncing off it again and again and again. Kill him. I'm attacking you. Oh, finally, I miss. Thank God. He's gonna swing his swords into the wall. You easily deflect him. And that is going to be all for them. One of the enemies on the left flank is gonna attack the stormtrooper. Charging. It's gonna hit him to the body. Stormtrooper fails to dodge. Righteous Fury. And that is a kill. He is going to stab the stormtrooper with a perfect hit and murder him. And this dude is gonna hide. Sam, it's your turn.
And I'm currently in melee with one in front of me, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to try to dodge out of the way, and his sword seems to meet me right as I dodge into it, almost as though he predicted my movement. But luckily, his swipes meet the blue glow of the shield. I'm going to just kind of hip fire. I'm going to drop the rifle and kind of hip fire it from where I'm at. Go in.
Shooting into melee is going to be -20.
Yep. 3 degrees of success.
Very nice. He's going to fail his dodge, finally. That's going to hit him in the left leg.
For 9 pen 3.
9 pen 3. Nice. Perfect.
I think that's all I can...
You shoot him in the leg, you hear a little groan. He's not too badly injured. Brad.
Aquilian will quickly move forward using his full move of 6 meters to close in behind the unsuspecting warrior attacking Commissar Reichardt. The power sword still fizzling with a brrr as he holds it in his hands. He looks upon the back of his enemy as he goes to stab it completely through him.
Awesome. I believe I've used up my dodge.
Oh, this is inescapable.
No, I haven't.
I have inescapable attack, so -40 on your dodge.
Oof. That's a failure. He actually can't succeed.
And 22 pin 5 to the bot. You see this power sword, Reichardt, as he is almost lording over you as you're dueling. You just hear a quick as you see a massive power sword tip stop right before your face before being withdrawn. As Aquilian gives the body a quick kick to the hips, knocking it over and onto its side. As he steps forward, you see his shield in his left hand embezzled with the Emperor's Aquilia. As he looks over at you, you okay? I was a little bit late.
Absolutely perfect. I was trying to teach this gentleman how to actually fight. unfortunately, his situational awareness seems to be lacking.
Perfect. And I imagine you're like covered in blood and your face is all bloodied while you're saying this. With the guts of this soldier killed by Askellon. And Askellon, you get an inspiration point.
Perfect.
Rykart,
Alright, end of turn.
So Rykart, after he has said what he has to say, and he says, if you wouldn't mind ducking for just a short space of time, and is going to throw a frag grenade at this area. Hold on. This area right here, and he's going to hit with 5 degrees of success. So he's going to catch. He's going to hit these two.
It has 3 meters radius.
He's throwing it right between them.
It has 3 meters radius.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you mean? Up. Oh, okay. Up there. Let's see.
No, right there. So it would be.
Notice that the distance is double. Double. Each square is 2 meters.
Yep, and he's throwing it right there, so it'll be 2 meters to hit him, 2 meters to hit him.
No, look at my thing. 6 meters. 6 meters.
Yeah, I'm not throwing it there. I'm throwing it there.
There? Okay. Then you're gonna hit one person.
Oh, fair enough.
Huh?
5 degrees of success.
Well, I can't believe this. I rolled a natural 3 to dodge. Almost every roll has been under 10. She is going to move out of the way. And out of the way of the blast. Explosion goes off. Ceiling collapses. Lots of drama. Kill him.
I'm ensues.
Can I do a cold shot on this guy now that my gun's fixed?
Is your gun fixed?
How long does it take to unjam a gun? How does this work?
That would probably say in the book. We can take a look at that. Just gotta fix this little thing here. There we go. Jamming! Let's see. Clearing a jam is a ballistic test. It takes a full round and all the ammunition is lost. So, first you unjam it. I guess as a half action.
Yes,
You lose the ammunition in the weapon. And then you must spend your next round reloading it. With a new magazine.
So that's what I'm busy with. Cool.
Yep.
Hotshot las guns. Do they just take 1 round to reload or two rounds?
This is regardless of your weapon. A jammed weapon will always take 1 full round to reload.
Okay.
Yep.
Noted.
So sounds good. So you're standing up, backing up against the wall, trying to hug the wall while you're like fumbling with this weapon that is way too hot, pulling in another energy mag and raising it up.
Yeah, actually, well, rather than that, I hate to turn back on that. Can I disengage?
Absolutely. You
Cool.
can.
I'm gonna do that instead, and we'll deal with the gun in just a bit. I want to get distance from this dude.
Sounds good.
And,
I forgot to take my move.
Wait, you have rapid reload as well.
I do have rapid reload.
Do you have rapid reload?
I do.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna
it's a half
say-
action, or it halves the reload time.
Okay. Okay. Then, yes, I'm gonna say you can reload in half a round. So you're extremely proficient at this. You pull the mag out super quick, pull it in, pull back the loading mechanism, and you're ready.
Oh. Okay. Okay. But that would still leave me with only like a half action left, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and continue guarded action.
Let's see here. The defensive stance is a full action.
Defensive stance is a full action.
You can... I guess you don't have a melee weapon, so fainting doesn't make any sense. We can shoot. You can do a guarded action.
I thought you said that a guarded action was a full action.
No, a defensive stance is a full action. A guarded action. A guarded action is a -10 to your attack, and you get +10 to all evasion tests until the start of the next round. It's basically you're being a little bit more careful as you're firing your gun, and it gives you a bonus to your dodge.
Okay, then I will take the guarded action.
Sounds good.
We'll do that.
We've never had anyone in the party use it in the 8 years that we played. So that is a welcome. That is, yeah, no, it makes perfect sense. I just think other people don't know about it, but it's a smart thing to use. So you could do an attack with a -10.
Okay.
That would be a -30 in total for your attack.
Point blank, standard.
Point blank, standard, -20.
Okay.
Sick.
Nice.
Well, yeah, no, that's good. That's gonna be a hit to the leg. So you're gonna very quickly reload it, aim it, hold it against his leg as he's swinging at you, and release the trigger.
Wonderful. She just grits her teeth at this guy and is like, give me one more chance and it's gonna be your head.
Awesome. You get a discretion point. And he fails his dodge.
Cool. So now I roll damage.
Oh yeah, I didn't see what you wrote there, Sam, until now. It's not a big deal though.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna let it go for now. Since we're not rule writers here.
Would I do roll damage, right? Yes.
You do damage.
Cool. Damage. Sent.
Ooh, that's a righteous fury. That means you roll a 1d5 for critical effects.
A 1d5.
That's enough. 14. Okay, so he is a 1. He is bloodied. He's bloodied and probably doesn't do much, but I'm gonna read the effect anyway. Energy critical to the leg. The blast of energy sears the flesh and bone of the target's leg, leaving a nasty scar. The target cannot use the run or charge action. Nice. And now it is their turn. You will see someone running in from the hallway, coming in to support his friend. He's gonna stop right about there. And this dude, now having a clear line of sight, is gonna shoot you, Rekard. Again, he has his long, nasty looking rifle. Firing full auto.
Success with 3.
Let's see here. You have -20 on the dodge.
Okay, so that's success with 1.
Success with 1. That's 2 of its hits. We're gonna go, let's see.
Okay.
Success with 2 additional, that means with a full auto, means 2 attacks. So that's gonna be first 14 impact, 2 penetration to the body.
Okay, 14 impact 2.
And then a 15 penetration. 15 damage to penetration. Again to the body.
Right, okay.
And that is a vengeful, so that's a righteous fury.
9.
No, yeah, roll a 9. It's a 4. So that's going to be an impact critical 4 to the body. The blow batters the target, shattering a rib. The target suffers 1d10 toughness damage and must make a challenging agility test or be knocked prone.
1d10 toughness challenge. Or can't be right. No. Toughness challenge.
No, agility. So pure agility.
Oh, agility. All right. Okay. Sorry, my mistake.
So say the enemies are going to barge in through the door.
That's a failure.
Top right. Yeah, so you're prone. Top.
Okay.
We're going top right now. A couple of baddies are going to attack the stormtrooper. One of them is going to shoot. He's going to hit. Stormtrooper is going to dodge. No problem. And let's see. He's going to try to get out of that. Failure. And we have a couple of dudes up here. They're going to start running towards you. About there. And then we're going to have one attacking you, Kellum.
Okay. Yeah, dodge, I guess? I don't know. The guarded action meant that I have +10 to all evasion tests. Does that
Sorry,
include
did I
actions?
already do the guys in the hallway here? Those two?
Yeah, that one just shot me.
Yeah, I think he just shot you. My bad. That is going to be all for them. This lady is going to run out here. She looks absolutely wild. This is probably one of Gallanus's personal guards. She's fully armored, has some kind of energy weapon and a shield. This dude is gonna suppressive fire in this direction. Ricard and
Might not be behind cover. He's gonna suppress fire.
yeah, it's a
like that.
little bit dubious. You're kind of at an angle. You can shoot in and he can shoot kind of that way. I'm gonna say
Okay,
both.
that's up to yourself.
I'm gonna say both of you test for it.
I got nerves of steel. So I believe I ignore the suppressing. But let me just make sure real quick.
What is nerves of steel?
Looking at it.
Yeah, same here.
Okay. I just get to re-roll. Hold up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, gonna do my free re-roll.
It's not a willpower. It's a toughness test. This is
It
the
has-
house
it-
roll.
Okay, I roll toughness instead. That just means I get to roll
that's
twice.
toughness.
Alright, I'm gonna use my
And-
inspiration.
Sounds good. You get one free reroll because of your thing, and then you can do another reroll.
Oof.
Jeez.
You've got to subtract.
Brutal. Absolutely
You've got to
brutal.
subtract 20. What do you call 2 degrees of success because of Alamantium faith.
Well, you succeed at least. Very good.
Oh yes, I get to subtract my willpower bonus from his degrees of success with 4.
Say that
So
again?
I have adamantium faith as well, and I have a willpower bonus of 6, so that means I have 4 degrees of success on my toughness.
That's if you succeed. You get
No,
a
it says,
bonus, isn't it?
no, it's from his degree of failure on a failed fear pinning.
Remove. Okay, sorry. What's the ability called? Can you just?
It says Elemental Faith.
What's it called? Elemental Faith. Okay.
Yeah, Elemental Faith. Subtract will part bonus from his degrees of failure on a field fear or pinning test.
Okay, if this count, yeah, I see it
zero.
now. If this is 1 degree
okay.
success, got it. You succeed barely, and you succeed also, and that's gonna be his turn. Let's see. He is going to step through the door. There's not much left of them up there. Let's see if I can get out of this pinning. Nope, he cannot. That dude is gonna shoot. He's gonna hit. Stormtrooper dodges. Success. They are locked in a back and forth combat up there. And that's gonna be it. Stormtrooper's turn. Top left. He's gonna open fire, full auto. That's a miss. Main room. Shooting the lady. That's a miss. That's a hit. Full auto. Failure to dodge. And she's dead. You can hear a horrible scream as someone is dying in the main hall. He is dead. He is going to shoot. Does a hit. Enemy fails to dodge. Decent damage. That's gonna be it for the stormtroopers, and now it is the melee guys attacking you, Sam. That is gonna be a miss. So he's gonna swing wildly over your head. You easily hold up a hand, deflecting one of his swords. All of his other blows miss. And then someone is attacking you, kill him.
Okay.
You have your plus 10, I believe.
Yes.
Mm.
The evading.
Right. That is still gonna be one success. So one hit. So do you want to dodge?
Yes.
Okay.
If we set a plus 10.
Easily. You just step out of the way. He is badly injured from the gunshot wound to his leg. So he's like stumbling forward, trying to get a footing, failing to move very fast. He's no longer a real threat to you. And let's see. Sam.
Sam's gonna do some fancy footwork and kind of dodge back and forth as he takes another shot. So guarded action and firing. Trying to fire at the one in front of me. Success with one.
Nice. Fails to dodge.
For 14 and 6.
Nice. 14.6. Oof. Barely alive. This dude is looking badly injured. Aquilian.
Aquilian, seeing one of the enemy champions presenting themselves right before him, he will quickly walk up and take a beautiful, almost lackadaisical swing with his power sword, just seeing if his opponent is well versed in the art of swordplay.
Awesome. You get an inspiration point, and she's gonna dodge with 4 degrees of success.
And she's going to have minus 40 on her dodge.
That's still going to succeed.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Sounds good. You run up with your sword, flies right in front of her. She leans out of the way. Rickard.
So Rickard, after being hit to the ground, is gonna go ah! At the same time, then just arches back, biting his lip through the pain, is gonna jump back onto his feet. Looking around and seeing that your team seem to be in trouble, he's gonna march over this gentleman. Coming up behind him, the same as Aquilian did. He's going to ignite the power sword. Using an inescapable attack again, he is going to try to ram it through his back.
I think you get an inspiration point. And he is not going to dodge. Because he used up his dodge.
And he hits with 6 additional.
Yeah. You don't need to roll. He's completely dead.
His damage 13 pen too.
You stab the sword through his chest. Or through his leg actually. You cut his leg clean off. He smells like a rolling around on the ground before he dies. Nicely done.
And with that, Rickard's going to turn around to Sam and say, Sam, suppress them, I'll get Caleb.
Little busy here.
That's me done.
Awesome. Kill him.
Alright, I'm gonna try and finish this guy off with just like a basic test. Yeah, we'll do that. I give him a shoot.
Oh shoot. He's gonna
I
dodge.
give him a shoot.
99. No dodge. No dodge for you.
That's a rough day for him.
I think it's gonna be. And that is your gun, I think. That's a minus 20. Which doesn't matter because you have 7 degrees of success. So that's 5 degrees. And a hit to the body. Yes, body. Or, no. No, that's barely the right arm.
Okay.
Uh, 13.7. Yes, that's gonna be it. You shoot the arm clean off. So he's stumbling towards you with his bloody leg. Takes a step and you can see him sort of in agony as he swings his sword. You dodge right out of the way. As he's about to take another stab at you, you shoot his sword arm clean off. It burns off as you hear this horrible, soul-wrenching scream. And he's gonna fall to the ground, dead.
Cool. And then she's just gonna look at this other guy, and she's gonna do that thing where you put your 2 fingers to your eyes and then 2 fingers to the other person's eyes. She's gonna do that to him.
Yes. Nice. He's going to be a little bit jumpy after you do that, and he's gonna immediately raise his rifle and try to shoot you. This is the same round as the last time you dodged.
Yep. So I can't really do anything about it, can I?
Do you have suicide?
No.
Oof. Alrighty. Yeah, that's gonna be a hit to the right leg.
Right leg. Okay.
So he's holding this long ass rifle, releasing it at full auto against your leg for a total of 8 impact damage to penetration.
8 impact to penetration, so I take only 1 wound.
Correct. And then 9 impact to penetration.
9 impact to penetration.
Right. And then
So that's another
14 impact to penetration. To the body.
3.
14 to the body.
Well, I asked for it. So that's gonna be 7. Oh god. We're at -5.
-5?
We're at -5.
Oof. Let's see. That is a solid blow to the chest, pulverizes the target's innards, and he momentarily doubles over in pain, clutching himself and crying in agony. The target is stunned for 2 rounds and must make a challenging toughness test. That is a +0 toughness test. Let's see how you do. Ooh, I hope you succeed this. If you fail, you take 5 fatigue.
That's a -4. Can I use inspiration to reroll, or is that a
Yes.
no?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
What is the 1 inspiration I have? That's a 2!
Sick. You are not fatigued. Right. You can all see Kellum standing against the wall. She's like fighting off this swordsman, shooting him once, overloading, shooting him twice, hand goes off. Immediately guy comes running around the corner, opening fire, and she is just riddled with bullets, taking one after another. They all go into her, and you can see her just stagger back, leg wounded, chest wounded, leaning up against the wall. You can now feel warm blood running down under your armor, and you feel like you can't stand anymore. Kellum, you're really struggling. And Rykach, I'm attacking you.
Okay.
And
And I'm gonna dodge.
to the body. You have -20 to dodge.
Okay, any time you come through.
-20, and let's see.
Hold on, it's not come through yet.
8 impact to penetration.
Success.
Success, barely a success. That's 1 dodge. That's gonna be 2 hits, so only 1 hit is gonna go through.
Mhm.
It's gonna be a 4. Let's see. No, wait. Okay. 9 impact to penetration to the leg.
Okay, no damage.
Another dude's gonna start running. And then I believe we have someone up here, yes. They're gonna shoot at the stormtrooper, top left, and his weapon is gonna jam. Weapon is jammed. And the other dude is gonna shoot. Hits. Stormtrooper fails to dodge. It's gonna be a good amount of damage, but not killing you. Let's see here. It's them. The crazy looking lady in front of you has bionic augmentations. Her eyes, her skull, part of her neck. That looks to be some kind of cranium augmentation as well. There's some kind of strange light coming from her eyes. She looks kind of half cyborgy. And she's gonna swing at you, Quillian. Inescapable attack, -50 to your dodge.
Good thing I'm not dodging.
Okay. It's gonna be...
I'm parrying. I'm parrying.
Still a -50. Hit to the body.
I am going to use my inspiration to reroll.
Mm-hmm. Oof.
It's going to be it.
Alrighty. One hit to the chest. Yeah. Find the sheet there. Alrighty. One hit to the chest for a total of 18 energy damage, pen 5.
Okay. So that's 8 wounds.
And then 17 pen 5.
He did whirlwind attack?
This is a lightning attack. And then a 16 pen 5.
Okay, I'm still standing. Barely.
Goody. 17 pen 5.
You hit me 4 times?
Technically 5, but I'm gonna let you go off with 4.
What's their weapon skill?
Let us see. 65.
Yep, they could do it. Okay, I'm down to 1 wound from 25. Congratulations.
I'm sure she's very happy. And let's see. Another personal guard is gonna start running. One of these dudes in the main hall is going to move slightly and try to shoot you, Rykart. You can't dodge. Not one.
Okay.
That's a headshot.
Okay.
Again, a little bit of a house rule we use. That's gonna be a headshot. Minimum damage, 7 impact, 2 penetration to the head.
No damage.
And then 14 impact, 2 penetration to the head.
Okay.
And then 7 impact, 2 penetration to the head.
Okay.
Sorry, no, this is the chest, because head, chest. Another one to the chest. 14 impact penetration to the chest. Good. Then he rolls minimum damage for the remainders. You are riddled with bullets in the most accurate row of hits you've ever seen. This is like perfect headshot. You move your head, perfect headshot. You try to move away, perfect chest shot. Again to the chest and then to the leg. The last hits don't deal any damage. Stormtroopers. Top left. He is going to open fire. That's gonna be a hit. He is bloodied. Main hole. Two stormtroopers there. They're going to hear that you're in trouble, knowing that they owe their lives to you. He is gonna start charging towards you. And his friend is gonna do the same. As he's running, just aiming back and forth. Next one is gonna take some shots. Top left, top right. Shooting at the guy who lost his whose weapon has jammed. He's gonna deal maximum damage and blow him away. He's dead, and then that is their turn. Shemag guys, one will let's see, attack the stormtrooper to the left. He's gonna miss. And this dude is gonna storm through here. Also attack him. And then I believe that was it. You've killed all of them, haven't you? Yes. Sam.
As soon as Sam says "little busy," Reinhardt runs his sword from the sword bearer's leg on up and fells him. He's going to quickly move up a couple of steps, kind of leaning low, and he's going to bring up his scope very quickly and snap a shot immediately to the one in front of him. So this one right here. And that's a flat success.
Awesome. He's going to
But a headshot.
barely success on his dodge.
That's inescapable with one success, so that's a
Right.
failure.
Yep, yep.
So that's 13 times 6.
And 6. Very nice. He is injured. You're gonna see him stagger backwards as he is not sure where this was coming from. In all the smoke and confusion. Aquila.
Aquilian is once again seeing that his opponent is more than likely a master swordsman, drops all pretense and immediately goes in with a quick thrust to the stomach. Power sword, you hear the bzzz as it flows in almost like lightning.
Awesome. Success, but only with 2 degrees. Let's see what your righteous fury or inescapable can do.
Success with 6.
Sick. That's gonna hit. To the body, just like you said.
And that'll be 20 damage and 5. The swordswoman, almost surprised, sees it not only bypass her sword, but her shield as well, as it just straight up rips through her. You hear the fizzing as the blade as it meets resistance with the and it gets louder as it saws through her.
You
And
hear
as
this wretched scream as she's cut. The shrapnel and smoke and sort of burning the main hall lays there screaming for a little while. You can still like lean her head up, screaming insults at you. She looks absolutely fanatical and insane.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
We got.
You can see that Rickard's blood is now up and screaming oaths and hatred of the enemy and oaths to the Emperor, is going to charge the person in front of party member Caleb, and is going to just take a massive swing with his power sword, aiming for the head, but what he called aiming so that it would come down and hit any of the body. It's inescapable, so that is 3 degrees of success.
Sick. Fails to dodge.
And as the power sword hits, there's the slight sizzling as it actually hits the armor, and you can actually see that Rickard just pushes with all his might down and gets damage 18 pen to you.
That's gonna do it. Exactly on his last wound. You cut him down at the leg, and he's gonna lose his leg and just spend crawling up against the wall, screaming before falling unconscious. You look at Callum leaning up against the wall. Her leg is completely wrecked, and she has a couple of gunshot wounds to the chest.
Well, you'll actually see that Rickard is bleeding from his armor, but it being black, you can only actually see whenever it drips on the floor. And he's going to turn around to her and say, "Yeah, are you still alive?"
Your turn, Callum.
Barely. Gotta say, Commissar, we really ought to stop meeting like this.
Well, perhaps. But it is at least a little bit of fun.
Kale just kind of like holds herself, and there's blood between her teeth as she grins back at Commissar. She's just like, "Yeah, fun for who?"
And he'll take out a roll of bandages, throw it to her and say, "Can you do this? We're still in the middle of things."
Sure can do. You handle it. Kale's just gonna work on trying to patch herself up to the best of her abilities here.
Awesome. Awesome roleplaying. You both get an inspiration point. The enemy is gonna shoot at you, Rackard.
And I'm gonna dodge.
Yep.
At least try to.
-10. It's the nasty rifle again.
It's a failure, so I'm gonna re-roll that.
Shooting
My
at your-
rolls are terrible.
Shooting at your chest.
That's with
There
6
we go.
additional.
You lean out of the way
Bloody time.
easily. Dude is gonna shoot at you, Aquilion. The one who's close. You get a -20 to the dodge.
Does that still affect the foreboding?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Aquilian, looking at his dismembered enemy laying down at the ground, is almost taken unaware. Give me 1 second. That success. Almost taken unaware, almost with preternatural speed, you see him sidestep as a round literally carves right across from where he was. His head was a moment before, and Rykart and both KO can feel a bullet almost swim past both of them as it ricochets off the wall before hitting the ground with a detonating thud.
Sick. You get an inspiration point. And you're gonna dodge the attack. Another attack on you, Brad.
And you will see Aquilian attempt.
On this one, you have minus. Let me double double check this. That's gonna be minus 50 to dodge. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you crying?
A little bit.
Well, you have 120 for your test, so you should be fine.
Okay.
No, wait. You can only use foreboding once, right?
Yeah. You forgot about that one.
Dang, dude. You should have done that before you made me think about it.
You see Aquilian attempt to dodge as the rounds begin impacting on him.
When are you gonna learn, Brad? When are you gonna learn? This is gonna be a hit to the chest. 16 impact damage. 2 penetration.
Oh, I tanked that.
Alright. Then you're gonna also tank 14, 2 penetration.
As long as the total number is below 16, I will take no damage. Is 16 or below?
Well, 15 on 2 penetration is above 16.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Okay, what's next?
What's next? What's next is 13-2, which is not going to do anything. And then it is... Let's see here, top right. He's going to shoot the Stormtrooper. That's a hit. Stormtrooper fails to dodge. Minimum damage. That's actually not going to deal any damage to the Stormtrooper at all. And that is it. This person's gonna spend some time running, trying to get Gallanus out of here. I shouldn't have said that. I'm gonna step here. Is there anyone I can see? Nope. I'm gonna shoot you, Askellon. Minus 22 or a dodge.
I can't dodge.
That's a chest shot. You're hit to the chest. 15 impact, 2 penetration.
That will be crit 1.
And then you're at crit 1.
I'm at crit 1 now. And you would all see behind me Aquilian finally almost succumbing to his wounds as blood begins sheeting down his armor.
Awesome, you get an inspiration point. Did I say body? A blow to the target's body steals breath from his lungs. The target can only take a half action.
Well, here's the sad news. I have never died. I spent a fate point. Fuck all the fucking penalties.
Nice. And then a 14 impact for 2 penetration. Which is not going to do anything.
No.
Yeah. Stormtroopers. Top left. He is surrounded. What would a Stormtrooper do? What do you think, Aaron? What would a Stormtrooper do? Surrounded by 2 dudes.
I would say that he would, at the very least, if he was an inquisitional person, the very least drop a frag grenade at his feet.
He has a frag grenade. No, you know what he's gonna do? It's actually good. I didn't even notice he has a frag grenade. But he has one in his inventory and he's gonna throw it there. And if he fails, then he's gonna pray to the Emperor before he fucking blows away. He's gonna fail. And the grenade is gonna land 1 meter away to the south.
Can I give him an inspiration?
You wanna give your NPC an inspiration? You know what? Yeah. I'm gonna allow it. Fuck it. I'm gonna allow it. You roll it. Roll roll a D100.
Roger that.
Flat. He has some penalties and bonuses, but whatever.
A 60. Fuck.
It's gonna succeed.
Oh ho ho!
He's gonna roll the grenade here, and it's gonna go off. Sehr gut. Sehr gut. Success on dodge, failure on the dodge, 11 and 99. Top guy's gonna succeed. The grenade went off here. It's gonna cover this frame, and it's gonna cover this frame. He cannot move away. Since it's that much above them, it's gonna cover that entire area. Bottom one does not dodge. And then you can roll damage as well. 2d10.
$16 damage.
16 damage. They're gonna roll for the concussion. Failure, failure. Both are concussed. Boom, and boom. 16 damage. He is down to nothing. Almost nothing, and this guy is bloodied. Good stuff. Middle, main hole. They're gonna shoot the suppressed guy to the right. Hit. Hit. Success on the dodge, but he is... he's gonna succeed. It's gonna be nearly critical. He's at full wounds. Still good hits. So you're gonna hear just this loud crack of blast fire from the main hole. And he is dead. Right side. He is going to, haven't taken too much damage, he's going to move to cover. And then I believe these dudes might be all dead actually. No. Okay. Those are stunned, so they're just going to stand around. And Sam, it's your turn.
Sam's going to take an overwatch from this position. I believe that'll cover everyone but this guy over here. As soon as anybody fires off or prepares to fire off a round, he's going to counter shoot, try to take him down.
Sick.
Actually, it doesn't affect this guy. It only affects this one and this one.
Mm-hmm.
As well as this one.
Right. Cool down.
You would all see. Wait, let me choose it. I mean, okay. You would see Aquilian quickly step to the side as he almost lets his shield drop down to the ground as he brings a fist up to his chest and bows his head quietly. It almost sounds like he's reciting a chant as you all feel this warm glow radiate towards all of you with being within my 15-meter range as you all heal for 5 wounds. You feel a newfound strength enter into your bodies, just radiating out from where Aquilian's standing.
You get an inspiration point.
And then that'll be the end of my turn.
Alright. Mm-hmm. Ricard.
As he feels the warm glow go through him, the card goes across the vox bead and goes, "The Emperor has sent his servant twice. He is truly with us." Aims down the hall and shoots at the guy right in front of him.
Awesome. I love
And
that.
hits with a success. This dude
guy?
here. This guy.
Oh, okay. Duga. Failure.
Okay, so he hits him with just the one shot. Ooh, where's the bolt pistol? Damage. And hits him for 15, pen 4, Righteous Fury.
Sick.
And damn it, I'm just going to roll a D. No, not. Alright, bear with me. I didn't have my notes up. One roll a d5 for me.
Caleb, you can do your turn as well.
Okay. I am going to take advantage of the medkit that I received and just continue patching up.
Sounds good.
So that's... Sorry, just to interject, that's 19 pen 4.
19 pen, got it. Kill him.
Would I roll like a Medicae test or something? Or?
Right, yes.
Yes, okay. Any penalties?
No business, nope.
Straight. Wonderful. I am bad at this. That's a -2. Woman has not done this in her life.
You like fumble with the... You take the bandage and you wrap it around the blood and the bullet is still in there. You need to like jam it even further in.
Just a little bit distracted. Mostly because, well, my comrades got the God Emperor going through them. I trust they can manage this.
Awesome.
I want to be right back on the field as soon as I can.
You're leaning up against the wall, bleeding profusely, spending this time to just try to stop the bleeding. And
no, must fight.
And the soldier in here is gonna shoot at you. Let's see, who do I pick? The dice picked you, Quillian.
Shot goes off.
Okay.
And
He cannot do it. That's gonna be just his shield failure.
I'm going to use my foreboding to dodge a shot.
He does.
Really quick. That's 14 pen 6.
He's dead.
Okay. I as soon as I see him moving his sight over to another one of my comrades, I'm going to aim right center mass, blow his chest away. It's going to be a shot straight through the heart, and he was to blame. And
sick. You can see an open, gaping hole in his chest. He falls down, leaning one hand against the floor. He tries to crawl towards you, before falling to the ground, dead. Alright, guys. The stormtroopers are in such an advantage with everyone being stunned. The main hall stormtroopers are going to storm in to the right, overman them. Everyone who's left is either pinned or stunned or critical. We're gonna call it there. You quickly kick open the doors, running into the main room. You can see a couple of Gallanus' guards with their hands up, surrendering, dropping their weapons before you storm in through the doors. Kellum, you can take your time and heal up. You're badly wounded. They're gonna back off. The stormtroopers are quickly going to move into the main hall after they have finished the job. You will see that you have 4 remaining stormtroopers. 2 died, and they killed a whole bunch of heretics. Among the surrendering guards are some rather tough-looking guys who seem quite reasonable when you approach. They just drop their weapons, holding their hands up, seeing that they're outnumbered, recognizing the Inquisition stormtroopers, and sorry, I think only 3 remaining. Could that be right? Did 4 of them die? No, you have 4 remaining. My bad. Yeah. So the 4 stormtroopers will meet you in the main hall. When you enter, you're gonna look left and right. You're gonna see these reflective white tiles on the floor. The ceiling is dark wood, beautiful chandeliers, embroidery. This is some kind of old ceremony hall or something. It is filled with smoke. And through the smoke you can see these red lasers from the shoulders of the stormtroopers dance around in the room in the smoke as they approach you. Two of them are going to meet you as you enter.
All clear.
Did well. The Inquisitor will hear about this.
Should we return to the Arch-Confessor?
Yes, after you have rounded up and shackled all of these prisoners.
Understood.
You'll see them very leisurely start to slowly walk over to the prisoners, bring them out, shackle them, and leave the building. You slowly, or how do you want to do this? What do you do?
Do we see the rogue trader anywhere?
Good question. What do you do?
Aquilian will begin searching around for the rogue trader that was supposed to be within this building.
Alright.
Fan out, everybody.
There we go. Okay. You spread out. Finally, you're gonna run out of places to look, and you look over to this one side of the room. It is an elevated spot with some tables. It looks pretty much intact, quite beautiful. And you're gonna walk up the stairs, lots of tables, drinks. Yeah, you can see that the heretics have had a good time here. Have had a lot of time to sit here and prepare. And when you enter this bar area, an older gentleman is going to stand up from one of the tables and slowly walk out on the wood floor. He looks like he's in some kind of political meeting. Just being distracted by his assistant or something, he stands up as if nothing has happened. Slowly walks across the table. He's looking over, he's going to see his two last guards being escorted out of the room. He just straightens up, puckers his lips, and sort of looks like he's above you as you step up the stairs. Welcome to my establishment. I see that you have found yourself comfortable.
As soon as he begins to speak, Aquilian raises one hand and slams him 5 meters back into the wall, holding him in place as he approaches. I used to sail.
Aquilian is going to step up the stairs, holding a hand. You're going the
and this is where
there is no need for bloodshed. You win.
Say that to our 2 dead men. Samuel, get in here and begin your interrogation, if you would not mind.
As Samuel steps in, he's going to see the assistant kind of shirk away, and he's going to say, "You there? Whatever information you have, give it to us now."
Do a pure fellowship. You can alternatively do a charm test with +10. Intimidate, if you want.
9 degrees.
Jesus. He's going to... Is he still being held up against the wall? Okay, I'm gonna assume he's not.
Yes.
They walk forward. Stop! There is no need for more violence. Lower your weapon.
As he says,
I have done many services for your Inquisitor. Sort of coughing up some blood.
If you have done services for our Inquisitor, I'm sure he will let you keep your bill of writ.
Here I am. You were looking for me and you found me. You have nothing to gain by killing me.
That remains to be seen. That remains to be seen. What have you in terms of information for what we seek? Surely with your network of spies, you know exactly what we are talking about.
I thought it was me you're looking for. I am... Well... Yeah, is it not me? Then why are you here?
It is indeed you. And... Well, let's just keep it very, very simple. Give us all the information you have on us, as well as the diary and the amulet, and we will come to an agreement. Otherwise, your head will roll in just a few moments.
I will tell you everything I know, but I don't know an amulet. What is this you speak of?
Samuel will raise an eyebrow. Then what do you know about the diary? Failing that. Come on, spit it out.
He is going to have you released him, Brad?
Yes, he has fallen back down onto his feet.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna slowly walk forward, pleading. I know the diary you speak of. Another rogue trader has it. That is all I know.
That's not what our information tells us. You say that you know of the location, or they say that you know of the location of the diary, and yet you intend on sending us off on another wild goose chase. Do you think us fools?
Do an interrogation test. You get a -20, and this is going to be an opposed test.
Aquilian will also raise his hand back up, pointing at him. Do you want another blast? As it coincides with this.
I know when my time has come. I swear that I have done everything for the benefit of the Imperium and the Emperor.
Time to the chair. Aquilian, if you please. And Sam's going to produce his interrogation conjugator. Just going to start taking out various vials one by one, and taking out a syringe as well, extracting fluids from a few of these same vials.
Sick.
Aquilian, with a smile on his face, will walk up next to the rogue trader, putting a hand onto his shoulder and seating him down into a chair, where Aquilian will then take rope from his pack and begin tying both of his arms and both of his legs, and then finally his neck to the back of the chair.
This will go much easier if you don't resist, as he injects the fluids into the side of his arm.
He's gonna struggle like... Your Inquisitor will hear of this. I have much influence on the Soleum. As you're tying his hands, He kind of keeps pleading. What is that? Don't inject me with anything. You don't have the right. Where is the arbitrator?
I am the arbitrator. As I plunge down the syringe.
Ah! He kind of groans as his hands are tied. Alright, what are you injecting him with?
So it's basically just something that's going to cause him to hallucinate and wear down his will. It's going to take a few minutes to take effect, but it'll kind of make him loopy as well, so that he more easily and readily retrieves from memory whatever we ask. So I'm just going to inject him with that and look at my chrono, just trying to gauge roughly how much time it's going to take, and as the time passes, I'm going to periodically open his eyelids and see if the eyes have dilated enough.
So this is, to be clear, a hallucinogenic effect?
So it's just the excruciator kit.
Ah. But you wanted to have an hallucinogenic effect?
In essence, yeah.
Okay. Roll a 1d10.
And did the assistant come back with any kind of paperwork, any kind of files? 2.
You will get a bunch of folders as well as 2 data slates. The character believes his hands have turned into slimy tentacles. This flesh has begun to strip off the bone in bloody lumps. The character drops everything he's carrying, but so he's going to panic. My arms! Let me go! No! He's gonna hold his hands sort of tied and look down at them. You can see sweats pouring from his the soft couch. He's gonna lay there, so turning in back and forth.
I'm going to take a few minutes to look through the data slates with I'm going to take a few minutes while the injection takes to look over the data slates so I can use that information against him.
Let me go. You have what you need. He's gonna keep talking as he's laying there.
Is there any useful information that I can use that'll contradict anything that he says? Potentially.
So first off, there's a data slate. Do you want to try to access it?
I do.
Okay. Any of you can do a security test, -40.
Is there any way that I can use Combat Tool to assist in this? Strictly speaking, it's only tech use, but...
Sure. No. I'm gonna say no on this one.
I will assist you, Samuel.
Okay. Success with 3.
Nice. All right. The first thing you notice, you pick up this smooth data slate from the wooden table. You open it. At first, there is some kind of algorithm blocking your way. You're familiar with this sort of thing, having done this kind of hacking before. And you enter this long list of addresses. It says thousands of different strange names and coordinates, sometimes just like numbers and letters, capital letters and small letters. The data slate is a detailed guide, and you sort of put the pieces together that these are various hits and jobs that Gallanus has ordered his men to do. You can scrutiny test to try to find anything relevant out of it.
success with one.
Yes. You'll find a detailed guide addressed to the Honorable Rogue Trader Tig al-Shahud. It is a description of a book in a room with a glass ceiling, surveillanced by a pict recorder that is connected to an underground base where the High King hides his old manufactorum, Archaeotech Knights, and Tech Adepts. The investigation of the rogue traders leads them to believe that the king has a small army of tech adepts and knights that he is hiding, and they're trying to find leverage that they can use on the Inquisition to trade this information. But you found it first. They have a bunch of photos of the castle, inside and outside. Various servants moving around in the streets. You'll see a long list of records on exactly how you would go about stealing this diary. And the guide is written to Tigals specifically. So it seems that Gallanus investigated the book and gave the information to Al-Shahud. At this point, he's just laying down in the couch, sweating, gritting his teeth. Let me go. You are not sanctioned to do this. I will get the arbitrators to sentence you to a penal colony.
Yeah. Sam, do we have everything we need, or must we listen to more of this?
As I break the cipher, I'm going to say a transpositional permutation cipher. This is child's play. And as after I read through some of the information, I'm going to lean up to his ear, and I'm going to say, I know everything. You don't have a leg to stand on. And after our Inquisitor is done with you, that will be made more literal. But that's after he's done with you.
Do an interrogation test.
Pathetic little worm.
Awesome. Do an interrogation test or intimidate -20.
Does anybody else have coordinated interrogation?
I don't, but I...
C, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a net +5. Ooh, 72. Failure with 4.
Oof.
I'll give you my inspiration.
Here's hoping. Flat success.
Boy.
He's going to, laying on the ground, the hallucinogenics is wearing off. Okay. Let me up. Let me up!
You can speak from the ground just as well as you would sitting up.
This is undignified. You work for your Inquisitor. I have served the Imperium loyally.
Have you now? This is not what this says, and I'm going to swirl around the data.
Gathering information is not against the Lex Imperialis.
No, but ordering these hits, giving this information to another rogue trader.
How did this
Indeed.
hinder you in any way?
And yet, you did not give this information to us, the ones who have the correct writ, the correct jurisdiction over this.
That was my
No.
plan. That was my plan. As soon as I confirmed it, I would have given it to you.
And why would you hide this information from us? For what reason would you not give this information immediately? Of course, this would have been information that we could have used to accelerate the effort, and yet you decided to hide it. For what?
He's going to break down, and you can see him sort of turn pale and a little silent as he's sitting there. His eyes are bright blue, completely without any life or emotion. He kind of sinks back in his chair and lets go of the act. If I can trade someone a name, will it increase my odds with the Inquisitor?
Depends on what the name is. After all, I have all of the information from this slate, and I'm going to turn the data slate around and scroll up and down, showing him all of the information that I have decrypted.
Tell the Inquisitor, I did this for the Imperium. For us. I too want to see the end of the pandemonium. I was working with Abe, the treasurer. He was the one who provided the information. He is a traitor of sorts. I did not want to give you the information in fear that we would lose our one informant. If you give him up, perhaps the Inquisitor will see no mercy upon me. I beg of you.
Is that all?
Tell the Inquisitor, I serve the Imperium. Loyally. I have not betrayed you.
With that, see Rickard take a couple of steps up next to Sam, eject the magazine from his bolt pistol, and start putting bolts into it.
No. No. An entire sector depends upon my life. You cannot be this mad. You! Stop him!
Puts it back into his
He
bolt
looks
pistol.
to you, Callum. I am a sanctioned rogue trader.
You're in no position to speak other than to respond to our questions.
I have the warrant of trade. I am sanctioned. You cannot do this.
You'll hear it. And you can see all these moves are very slow and deliberate.
Fine, I will give you anything you need. Access to my sector. To my ship. We have found artifacts. That is
So you say you've found artifacts. What sort of artifacts?
from the aliens. On this
so
planet.
So you also haven't turned those to the Order Xenos. Another crime.
At this, he's just gonna be kind of silent. I did not know you were looking for them. If I had known...
You have a writ as a rogue trader. You know that anything you find is supposed to be handed over to the Order Xenos. Do not give me that.
I would have given it over, but... I don't know where to find you.
We
Please,
have not.
please, don't do this. There must be a better solution.
He's going to look at Sam.
There is. And Sam's going to take the butt of his sniper rifle and try to knock him out. Straight to the temple.
You do so. You're gonna see a big red mark over his eye, one working eye, as he slowly falls down into the couch.
That, unfortunately, was not what I meant. We said we would kill the rogue trader.
Indeed, but it does appear that he has more information. And as he loses finger and toe, I'm sure that he'll be more forthcoming with this information.
And there I was going to be the merciful one.
I concur. We should take him back with us.
Is there a basket or something in here that we can put him in?
This is a holdout of sorts. They have everything you can imagine, from drink, food, equipment, tools, bag stretchers. Yeah, you can easily wrap him in something, carry him out in a way where it doesn't even look like a person.
I'm going to point at a large wicker basket and inquire, Aquilian, if you could put him into that, we could take him back and do what we must in order to extract further information.
That sounds good, but I can also change the shape of his flesh if you would rather go that way.
Sam's going to raise his eyebrow again. Such a thing as possible?
Aquilian will smile as he slowly is transfused with a golden glow as he walks over to the comatose rogue trader and says, well, one try must not hurt, I hope. And you see this golden light begin transfusing him, and you then see, after the golden light begins to fade after smothering his body, that he remains unchanged. And then Aquilian looks down to his hand and goes, huh. Well, I'm not as good as the other psyker we had, I guess. Alright, I'm putting him in the basket. And then you'll see Aquilian scoop him up like a rag doll and carry him over to the wicker basket, very gently nestling him into it before closing the lid.
Awesome. You spend a little bit of time looking around, seeing what you can find. And, is there anything else you want to do here? Yes.
Aquilian will go and grab the corpse of the warrior that he fought, the blades woman.
Yes.
And he will take that corpse back with him.
All right. She has a power sword. So let's some imperial trinkets.
You there. And I'm going to point to the assistant this time. Was there anything that our friend here had neglected to mention? Surely, as one who was so close to him, must know some intimate information.
If it could spare my master's life, I shall tell you everything I know. He met with officials from the city. The treasurer, as he said. And this other rogue trader, he's quite capable. I believe he's still in the city. Perhaps if you hand him over to the Inquisitor, you can spare my master.
Whatever is done from the hands of the Inquisitor is out of my purview. However, in honoring an agreement, I plan to honor this agreement.
His name is Tigal Shahud. The treasurer should know where to find him.
Very good.
He nods once and is going to walk next to the basket. Emotionless, occasionally drop down into the basket as you walk out and up the stairs.
Is he coming with us, or
Yes.
Perfect.
is?
You're gonna walk
Oh.
out of.
Before we actually, sorry,
mhm.
before we actually leave, what he called Rickard's going to take the identification tags, the weapons from the two fallen stormtroopers. Going to then put them side by side, Prometheum on them, and burn them. Take the sign of the Aquila and leave.
Mm. As you walk out the wooden door to the street, you're going to be blinded by this beautiful golden glow of the streetlight. The sun is on the middle of the sky, and a little bit of sunlight is beaming down into these otherwise dark streets. You look around, and it is swarming with guards. The stormtroopers are standing there in formation. You can see a couple of the Archconfessor's assistants at the church talking and explaining things. A couple of acolytes are there as well, talking to the local captains as you exit with Gallanus. You're going to tell everybody who you've captured, inform them of what you've done, and where do you take him?
I would say back to the Archconfessor.
Aquilian would whisper on the comms to each of his teammates, do we take him back to the Archconfessor?
The Archconfessor wanted him dead.
Yes, but Samuel wants more information out of him. Maybe if we... Do we have a secure location outside of where the Archconfessor is?
We can
At
fulfill
present,
both of
no.
we can fulfill both of these conditions. It is entirely possible. But being that we don't indeed have a secured location, we can take him somewhere nearby. I know a place, but I know that they would not be ones to support this. 1 second.
Well, if you want to get more information out of him, then we might have to upset whoever these locals are.
Perhaps we can propose a simple trade in exchange of their residence for temporary use, in exchange for something that we have that they would greatly need. Say rations. We have a great number of those, and the people seem to be quite frankly starving.
I see. Well, I actually have 21 ration packs on me currently. I hope that will be enough to barter with.
Let's just hope that they are near a waste bin of some sort. They're gonna need it. So I want to. I'm going to go to knock on a door somewhere nearby. Just somewhere small, little hut or something. Somewhere that seems like it may offer some kind of quietude.
Yeah, you're gonna enter the gardens in that case and find one of these old workshops. Some of them are empty. There are a couple of adjacent homes. They're like 2-room homes, very sad. You knock on them, and an old person is going to open and answer. What do you do?
Good day.
You'll see someone just looking up with one closed eye. Who are you?
We are those who had fallen from the stars. We require use of your domicile.
He looks just confused and stunned, standing in the opening of the door. For what purpose?
Sam looks over at the warband and looks right back. Our purposes are our own, but we offer something that you would appreciate. And Sam's going to take one of Aquilian's rations, open it up. There's going to be like a mutton stew inside that is yet to be heated. Do you smell that?
He's gonna take it and thank you.
There are many more waiting for you if you ask no more questions and give us just a few hours of time.
Yes. He turns around and you can see him walking up to the kitchen. He's gonna grab a necklace and some small statue. And as you step in, you recognize the statue as one of the saints of the city. He looks to be praying to himself for a moment, holding the amulet in his hand, sort of rolling his fingers back and forth. As he turns around, the spirit seems to favor you. You may stay. You enter and you're gonna find very plain looking tables, chairs, a bed in an adjacent room, buckets of water. He kind of fumbles in on the kitchen and starts preparing some food for himself. Sits down on an old wooden chair and eats. You can hear him yelling from inside the kitchen. How long do you plan on staying?
I believe that 3 or 4 hours should be sufficient. And just going to open up another pack of rations and hand it over to him.
He nods again. Goes back into the kitchen and just eats. Sits there alone with his necklace and statue.
If you could give us just that amount of time to ourselves, to our own devices, we can give you much more. But again, we require your discretion. And we require the use of these facilities.
My hearing is not that good anymore. I will not be able to hear what you say anyway. Oh, all right. I suppose I could use a walk. Slowly walk up to the door and open it and bringing the food with him. He'll sort of pause for a moment, look over his shoulder, look at you, and then sort of slowly look down again and wobble out of his little shack.
Sam's going to give a nice big smile before he turns around and immediately drops it. Rykart, Aquilian, if you can come in here and we can go ahead and proceed with what we need to do.
Aquilian will step into the room, nodding his head, looking back to Commissar Reichart. Aquilian will kick the foot of Commissar Reichart. Get in here, dude. Come on.
I'm gonna say you all enter. You're all in this little shack. So, just these big, bulky, metal armor wearing, huge ass guns sitting on these small, barely put together wooden chairs. Creaky wooden floor. There's like some trinkets hanging from the ceiling, old pastel paintings on the walls. And you're like sitting down, every motion you make makes the whole room creak as the woodwork gives in. You sit down, close the door, and you're all alone.
So Sam's going to look around for something sturdy to strap Gallanus to, and I think that this will do. Aquilian, if you please.
Of course. And Aquilian would pick up the body out of the wicker basket and lay it down upon the object that Samuel was referencing.
You can see his pale face and bald head sort of banging up against the wall like you're handling a dead animal or something. And the thought strikes some of you how many heroic expeditions this man has been on. Probably conquering planets beyond the known Imperium. Settling entire worlds for the Imperium, ordering thousands of men to walk through their deaths. A man of unique ability and resource. Now, soiled, wet, sweaty, leaned up against this shack, and no one knows where he is. You can hear him sort of moan to himself.
Okay. And all you hear is a big... Rickard slaps his face with the back of his hand. Wakey.
Now, let's not be too overt. Kale, I saw you patching yourself up. Do you have any Medicaid experience?
One more time.
Kale, I saw you patching yourself up before. Did you have any Medicaid experience?
And she, at this point, finally settling down into a seat herself, she kind of unravels the bandage on her leg as a sort of an answer.
Aquilian would look down to her ravaged leg and just give a solemn head nod. Well, that answers that. Okay. And then, keep slapping him, Commissar Reichart. It's the only way to wake him up.
1 second. And he's going to go down and he's going to look at the wound on her leg and just go, "Oh, you're fine just now." And he's going to go back across and just take off his glove and go, slap.
Immediately he's going to wake up. What are you doing to me?
Bringing you back to the land of the living.
You are degrading me. It is better that you kill me than this. He's gonna try to get loose from his shackles. Why do you degrade me like this? What do you get out of it? You!
This is not degrading.
What do you know of greatness? He's gonna say to you, Quillian. You are a servant, a puppet. In the Imperium, you would serve me. Why do you stand over me like that? Like you...
Aquilian will smile as a golden glow suffuses his body, channeling, almost spiraling around his body as it forms onto his hand. And once again, he feels himself as he had kind of moved maybe an inch forward in the chair as he slammed back full tilt into this chair, almost knocking the chair over onto its back as Aquilian once more holds him to the back of the chair and looks down at him and says, "You are no master of mine."
This is undignified. Let me go. Let me meet the Inquisitor, if that is your will. But this is beneath you. This is beneath the Inquisition.
Aquilian would briefly look over to Samuel.
Just keep him in place for now. Search for something to shut his mouth until he actually speaks words that we want to hear. Kale, Reichart, if you could find tools suitable to our task.
No, there is no need. I will tell you everything you need. What do you want to know?
As soon as he says that, Aquilian will release this forceful presence that's anchoring his body into the back of the seat. As it eases off, you almost see the clothes that the rogue trader's wearing unstiffen, almost relaxing back into the normal fabric it is.
We're just gonna sprint up and take a sprinting lunge at the door. Literally, like, jumping off from his seat, running full speed at the door.
Does anyone have an opportunity to interject him?
Everybody can roll an agility test, -10.
Aquilian, suffusing himself with the golden light once more, hits him with another assail, knocking him
you need
5
to,
meters.
You need to roll an agility test. Or you can roll initiative.
Or initiative?
Oh, that's not looking good.
I'm gonna roll initiative.
I'm gonna re-roll that. Hold on. I'm gonna re-roll that.
He can also roll. You can all roll.
Okay, I got a 9 on my initiative.
Aquilian, you managed to stand in his way. As he jumps up and starts running at the door, you stop him. He pivots around and hits the floor, bang, with a loud thud. He's gonna crawl across the floor as you all grab him, put him back on his seat. Just kill me.
As he begins speaking, Aquilian will once again gather out his rope and begin tying each of his arms, then each of his legs to the chair before finally tying
filth
the rope around his neck. And as he keeps cursing, he just sees an impassive man continuously just doing the most immaculate knot work he's ever seen.
The astropaths will see this. They will see what you have done. As he sort of
And they will also hear what you said. In the Imperium, we would serve you.
You have no right to do this.
Imperium, we would not serve you. We would serve the Emperor.
As he keeps talking, you're probably gonna mouth gag him. Time up. He's sitting down, completely shackled. What do you do?
Hale's gonna get the fireplace going. Get some hot cools ready.
It's actually pretty cozy in this room. As soon as he goes quiet, you sort of look around and He has a really good energy, this old man. There's a good soothing atmosphere in this old shack. With the window closed and this calmness just eases over you.
Soon to be filled with screams.
Oof.
Well,
You should not have
since
tried that, old
you
man.
seem to be very interested in the fire, I find a poker. Do you want it?
Poker is red hot, I'm hoping.
Anyway, while you deal with this, I'm going to go outside and make sure that we're not making too much noise and waking up the neighbors.
As you say that, Sam, he looks up at you, extremely insulted, but unable to speak. What do you do?
Aquilian would walk around behind the chair, giving a head nod to Sam, as Aquilian rests one hand on his temple and uses telepathic link. You would see Aquilian once again get transfused with this golden light just emanating from him as it eventually dies down. And you see it radiating from his hand, suffusing the rogue trader's head in a glowing glow that almost blinds him as he looks forward towards Samuel. This is just to read his thoughts, while Samuel asks questions.
You had mentioned many things. Some things that I quite frankly do not believe, and other things I believe you will give us half-truths of. So, as my man has a grip of your mind, it would make things much simpler if you were to ask, or if you were to answer our questions truthfully and quickly. We'll give you an honorable death.
At the word death, he's gonna shake his head in disbelief and look down and slowly close his eyes.
As he does this, he will hear a thought appear in his mind. Answer our questions, and maybe I can convince him not to kill you. And only he
He's
alone
gonna
would...
slowly raise his head and look at you, and just lean his head back against the wall, and is just staring at you with this heaviness. Very serious.
And once again, another thought will pop into his head. An image almost of Aquilian when he was still with the Imperial Guardsmen. He would see snapshots of all the times Aquilian has given someone a promise that has remained unbroken. And it would just be like a snapshot of multiple scenes just flowing through his mind very quickly before coming to a resolute end as the blackness returns.
You're gonna see his eyes slowly wander out in the room, looking at the shelves, looking at the table, and then sort of looking down at his hands. And he's gonna slowly raise his eyebrows, look back up at you, and his one eye is gonna turn very sharp as he sort of slowly inspects you from head to toe, looks you up and down a couple of times, and then looks into your eyes again, breathing heavily. Then he's gonna nod.
As he would inspect me, he would see massive rents in my armor. Equivalent to what he would know of any combat is a power sword getting rammed through a body. And so he would see multiple holes, but no blood, no trickling of blood coming out, nothing. He would even see crater marks from heavy impact rounds hitting his armor. Almost startling to see that this man is still walking.
Can he communicate back with his thoughts?
Yes.
In that case, he's gonna say, let me go, and I will serve you in the future and give you, do favors for you. That is going to change the trajectory of your future forever, and that of your Inquisitor.
Aquilian would send a thought back to him with what Aquilian would interpret the Emperor to be, which would just be a massive golden beam almost, transfused into coming from a person that you can't even see through this golden light. And before him, on one knee, would be Aquilian, and on the other side, he would see an image of the Inquisitor also on one knee. And Aquilian would simply say, "If this is the man you serve, then his will be done."
Let me speak with him.
Aquilian would send a thought back. "First, you must answer Samuel's questions, then I will take you to the Inquisitor."
He's gonna slowly nod as his face falls down towards his lap.
Aquilian would look up to Samuel and say, "He's ready."
You speak of many things, but what interests me most currently is the location, or is the information that you had given to take Al-Shahud. You said that you had investigated, or this data slate indicates that you have investigated the book. Tell me all that there is that you have found.
We found someone in what they call the Omniscience Depository. There is a class of tech adepts following the ancient tradition of the Mechanicus. They're still alive and they run the city. Abe the Treasurer is making deals with the arrivals and us, while the king is making deals with you. Everyone is working in isolation, and everyone has something to hide. I was trying to bring it out into the light. The book was being hidden from us. I have revealed it, and we have found its true purpose. And to get it, you must keep me alive.
Its true purpose?
There's a secret hidden within it. We're working to decode it now. The Inquisitor was here for decades, establishing his own rule. Most of the descendants, his descendants, know fragments of his past, the truth. There is a truth to this world that is kept from humanity, that the aliens know. We must use the knowledge of the book with the aliens to find the truth. And we can work together.
Together? With the Eldari? You speak heresies.
No. You and I. He's gonna look up to Aquilian. You and I.
Aquilian would send a thought back to him. "We have worked with them before. This would not be something that I would be unaccustomed with, but convincing the rest of the group would be another matter."
We don't need to work with them. We can simply take what we need. But the book contains the secret. I will do what I can to help you. But Tig al-Shahud is beyond on my reach.
Aquilian would give a head nod, and during this entire conversation with Samuel, is there anything that would seem off as Aquilian is reading the thoughts and everything coming into his mind as he's telling Samuel this story?
He seems really bad at lying when it's coming from inside his own head. When he's talking, he's weaving all these little schemes. But reading his thoughts, you're reading his pure will and intention. And that his intention is communicated directly. And you don't sense anything fake about that.
Aquilian would send a thought back into his head. Once he is done questioning you, to the Inquisitor we will go.
Good.
You also make mention of Archaeotech, that the aliens, and the in relation to the aliens, what of those? What exactly do you know of it?
The locals have fought wars for a long time. All of their cities have been destroyed. But they managed to put up a fight. And in some of those fights they defeated the aliens, retrieving some of their treasure. They still have that treasure today. The High King keeps some of it. Other leaders of fallen cities kept some. And we were able to scavenge what we could find. It was brought back to the navigators.
Aquilian would send a thought into his mind. Knights? Are these Imperial Knights you reference?
The night houses of this world kept their own knights. Yes, they may be Archaeotech. And I still believe they keep them hidden, waiting to spring out at the right moment.
We have come across one of these houses. Their fate remains unknown to us, but if they still live, that is one knight that will come to our aid.
There are many more. Perhaps it will spring out once the attack on the city begins.
Then it sounds like we best get you to the Inquisitor before that attack occurs.
He's gonna slowly nod, look down, look back up. You must retrieve the book.
We will, without fail. Aquilian would then look up to Samuel. Did you have any more questions? I do think we need to take him to the Inquisitor.
Very good. Gag him. We will bring him over there post haste.
Aquilian would give a head nod and would say, about how far away would you guesstimate the Inquisitor's location?
By doing this, you shame me. I gave my word. The Arch-Confessor, he would die.
And that is a fate that may befall him if the Inquisitor deems it necessary. But we must still take him to the Inquisitor all the same. Do you know, Commissar Reichart, how far the Inquisitor is from here?
Orbit.
Aquilian would muse for a little bit. And how many other Psychers do we have planet-side?
Our group.
No more than...
Arch-Confessor, maybe. Not many.
By myself, I don't have enough power to open up a gate of infinity to the ship, but maybe with a cabal of us, We would have enough power to open a bridge momentarily.
You would have him go to the... No.
I do believe that he can still be
And
evaded.
you'll see Ricard is actually standing with his bolt pistol in front of him.
Are you sure that is wise?
He must meet the Emperor's mercy. He is a traitor. He cavorts with Xenos.
Yes, and so have we and prior acolytes of this warband. We do what is necessary, not what is just, not what is right, what is necessary.
He's going to look around them all.
Samuel, I believe you and Kale would break this tiebreaker. What say you?
Our duty is to our Inquisitor, not to anybody else. And ultimately, the Inquisitor.
And who is the Inquisitor's voice here and now on this planet?
Mind your tongue, Rykart.
Tell me.
Bring him to the Inquisitor.
Tell me, who is our Inquisitor's voice on this planet at present? Who has
Aquilian would drop his telepathic link.
I will not go against you, but know that if you shame me this day, our fellowship is broken.
No fellowship will be broken. The Inquisitor will decide. And a rogue trader such as he is always a useful asset, especially for our Inquisitor. Who better to consort with Xenos than those that have the right of trade?
We do not live in an archaic democracy. Samuel. Or decision.
So I'm just going to walk up very, very close to Rykart. We bring him to the Inquisitor. The Archconfessor does not speak for him, though that is what you... No, he's going to say, who better than the Inquisitor to speak, rather than the Archconfessor, who is his mouthpiece. I believe that hearing the words from he himself would be the purest, and indeed, this is the path that we will choose, whether you like it or not.
With a look of absolute fury in his eyes, which conveys the fact that if this were back in the day, he would have shot you on the spot. As he goes, so be it.
Sam's going to stare right back at Rykart with steely eyes, making sure that Rykart feels them penetrate his soul. He's going to train his eyes and say, Aquilian, Kale, indeed you, Rykart. Let's get a move on.
Sounds good. We will need many psychically attuned souls to channel the power necessary to bridge this divide between the planet and the ship.
I don't want to interrupt you guys because that was so good. Everybody gets an inspiration point.
Sorry, I was just going to say Rickard will go out first, having literally nothing to do with this, but making sure that the coast is clear.
What do you guys do next?
Aquilian would look to Samuel and say, if Rick is still on the planet, we will need him. It would be nice if the Archconfessor would join us in creating this Infinity Gate, as he would be a better conduit, I feel, than I. But if we cannot go to him, then we at least need Rick, and we need to go to whatever passes for a cabal here, wherever they keep their psychers at, and we will need to have them all expend their energy to channel this. It will be a monumental undertaking, and some of them may pay with their lives.
If this is indeed the only way to penetrate the barrier between ourselves and the Inquisitor, then so be it.
Understood. We may need to go and speak with the king. But I don't know how long we will be able to keep the gate open. I fear every second that passes after we manifest it will be one more life lost. But if you're quick enough with the prisoner and able to explain to the Inquisitor in time, I think that the casualties inflicted would be well worth it. Especially if forces can be mobilized quickly enough to come through the Infinity Gates to reinforce us.
Then Aquilian, I believe that you would be best suited to command as it comes to this particular juncture. Do as you may.
I understand. Then, shall we go to the king first?
Indeed, at the very least, he will be able to find some sort of hideout for our captive here. And we will have our own guarding him. We cannot trust those on the inside. Who knows who may have betrayed their allegiance to any of the factions.
That is true. Do we have any cyborgs on the planet? Any converted servitors?
Oh yeah, you got a few.
Do we still have Guardian 101 or 11? Perfect.
No, he belonged to the previous character.
Okay, I just didn't know if we still had him. Okay,
No,
so then we'll just have to use another servitor. That's okay.
You do have a few servitors.
We don't have Ripsaw.
Not yet. Alright, Calum. With you leaving, I'm gonna end the session there. We could continue, but it's a good place to end it. Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody gets 300 XP. And good to see you all.
How stingy are you?
Look, XP doesn't grow on trees, bro. Have you been outside? Do you see XP laying around? Come on, dude.
Like, dude, I go outside, I pick 5 flowers, and I get 20 XP.
I do have to say, I feel the 300 is adequate because normally the fights where we get a lot more XP, we have people dying. Yeah,
see. You need to die to get more XP. It's as easy as that.
That's correct.
Easy
that's a
peasy.
fact.
So
Yeah, it's a blood sacrifice.
That's what fuels
Gotcha.
XP.
Let Aquilian die. Gotcha. Let Sam die. Gotcha.
Noted.
Okay, well, just remember, if Aquilian dies, you have to deal with Rick alone.
Ah, man.
Rick? Who's Rick?
Oh, is he still not alive? Oh, damn, Kale
Yeah,
just dipped.
He's alive.
Damn.